Greatness is not given. It is earned through heartbreak, sacrifice, and the refusal to quit. For Lionel Messi, football was never just a game. It was his life, his destiny, and for more than 17 years, destiny made him suffer. Long before he touched the Golden World Cup trophy, Messi carried the weight of an entire nation. Argentina, a country where football is religion, had been waiting since 1986 to see another World Cup lifted. For nearly 2 decades, Messi was the chosen one. But destiny isn't kind, it tests you, it breaks you, and before it crowns you, it makes you plead. Do you remember 2014, Maracanã, Rio de Janeiro, Argentina versus Germany in the World Cup final? 90 minutes of hope, 120 minutes of battle, and then Mario Götze, 1 goal in extra time, 1 strike that shattered 44 million dreams. Messi walked past the trophy that night. He looked at it, but he couldn't touch it. His head was down, tears in his eyes. It was supposed to be his moment. Instead, it became his heartbreak. And then came the Copa America nightmares. 2007, 2015, 2016, 3 finals, 3 defeats. The 2016 final against Chile broke him completely. When Messi skyrocketed his penalty into the New Jersey night, Argentina's captain couldn't believe it, his face buried in his hands. And after the match, the unthinkable happened. "I've tried everything," he said. "The national team is over for me." Lionel Messi, the greatest player Argentina had ever produced, retired from international football. Argentina was devastated. Children cried in the streets. Fans begged him to come back. The world thought the story was over. It felt like Argentina had lost their hero forever. But destiny wasn't finished with Lionel Messi. 1 year later, he returned, not because his pain had healed, but because his country needed him. And in 2021, at the Maracanã, the same stadium where his heart was shattered in 2014, Messi finally tasted glory. Argentina defeated Brazil in the Copa America final. The drought was over after 28 long years. Messi fell to his knees, overwhelmed. His teammates lifted him high, chanting his name. Argentina had their hero back, but deep down, everyone knew this wasn't the ending. That was the beginning, because there was one trophy missing, the greatest of them all. The dream of a lifetime, Qatar 2022. One last chance, one final dance. Messi arrived knowing this was it. At 35, he would never have another opportunity. Argentina fans flooded Qatar, waving flags, chanting his name, "Muchachos." Social media exploded. Every interview, every photo, every training clip carried the weight of destiny. And then the tournament began. Messi's last dance for Argentina. Argentina's campaign started in disaster. Against Saudi Arabia, Messi scored an early penalty, but Argentina crumbled. 2 goals in 5 minutes. The world gasped. One of the greatest shocks in World Cup history. The stadium erupted. Saudi fans in disbelief, Argentine fans frozen in despair, and for Messi, the weight of the world grew heavier than ever. But champions are not defined by how they fall. They are defined by how they rise. Against Mexico, the tension was unbearable. Argentina needed a win to survive. The game was locked. Tension rose with every passing minute. And then, in the 64th minute, Messi received the ball just outside the box. One touch to set himself. A low-driven shot into the corner. The net rippled. The stadium exploded. Messi roared, veins bulging. Argentina had life again. They finished the group stage by defeating Poland, securing their ticket to the knockouts, but the road ahead wasn't going to be easy. The quarter-final against the Netherlands was chaos. It was war. Tackles flying, tempers flaring, yellow cards everywhere. The first half simmered until Lionel Messi lit the fuse in the 35th minute, splitting the Dutch defense with a magical assist for Nahuel Molina's opener. Argentina led 1-0. In the 73rd minute, Marcos Acuna won a penalty, and Messi, ice cold as ever, buried it. But the Dutch fought back. Van Gaal looked to his bench and rolled the dice, throwing on Wout Weghorst, already sitting on a yellow. And almost instantly, it paid off, and within minutes, he scored. Suddenly, it was 2-1. Stoppage time was a storm. Argentina clung to their lead until the 100th minute. The Netherlands had pulled off the unthinkable when Weghorst scored again, completing one of the most shocking comebacks of the tournament. 2 late goals dragged Argentina into penalties. Hearts stopped. Virgil van Dijk stepped up first for the Netherlands, only for Emiliano Dibu Martinez to save brilliantly. Messi scored with ease. Then Martinez saved again, taunting Dutch players with every step. Finally, Lautaro Martinez buried the winner, sending Argentina through. Messi stood tall, screaming towards the Argentine fans, defiance etched across his face. In the semi-final, Messi gave us a masterpiece. Croatia, the dark horses, stood in his way. But on that night, Messi reminded the world why he was called El Dios. He scored a penalty, then produced perhaps the assist of the tournament. That assist to Julian Alvarez, weaving through defenders, stopping, accelerating, spinning Joško Gvardiol inside out, was football in poetry. Argentina cruised to a 3-0 victory. The dream was alive. And then came December 18th, 2022, Lusail Stadium, the final, the biggest match of Lionel Messi's life. Argentina versus France. Messi versus Mbappe, the last dance. The stadium shook as 88,000 fans roared. From the first whistle, Argentina played like men possessed. Every tackle, every pass, every sprint carried the hunger of 36 years. In the 23rd minute, Di Maria was clipped by Dembélé inside the box. Penalty. The stadium held its breath. Messi stepped up. One deep breath, one glance at Lloris, and then calm perfection. Goal. Argentina 1-0. 30 minutes later, Argentina produced a counterattack straight from heaven. Messi started it with a flick. Julian Alvarez carried it forward. Alexis McAllister surged into space, and there was Di Maria, perfectly timed, perfectly placed. He slid the ball past Norris. 2-0. Argentina were flying. Fans in blue and white were crying tears of joy. The dream was becoming reality, but destiny wasn't done testing him. For 79 minutes, Argentina were untouchable. And then, in the blink of an eye, Kylian Mbappe changed everything. In the 80th minute, Kolomouani burst into the box. Otamendi lunged. Foul. Penalty. Mbappe stepped up and smashed it into the bottom corner. 2-1. France had life, and then chaos. Just 97 seconds later, a quick 1-2 between Mbappe and Thuram. And then, a volley. Sweet. Violent. Perfect. Goal. 2-2. In less than 2 minutes, France had risen from the dead. Argentina was stunned. Messi stood frozen. The stadium erupted into madness. For 80 minutes, Argentina had been in control, and now everything was slipping away. After Mbappe scored the equalizer in the 81st minute, the whole of Argentina was shaking with fear. Every time he touched the ball, hearts stopped. That nightmare almost became real when Marcus Thuram fell inside the box. Everyone thought it was a penalty, but the referee saw the dive and gave Argentina a free kick, showing Thuram a yellow card. Argentina defended with all they had. Messi almost scored from outside the box, but Hugo Lloris made a brilliant save to keep France alive. The final whistle blew, and the game went into extra time. Both teams exhausted, every step heavy, every breath sharp. Then came the moment everyone was waiting for. In the 108th minute, Lautaro Martinez's shot was saved by Lloris. The ball spilled. Messi pounced. He pushed it over the line. Argentina 3-2. The stadium shook. Messi spread his arms, smiling through the chaos, tears in his eyes. Argentina believed again. But Mbappe wasn't done. Just 8 minutes later, his shot struck Montiel's arm. Another penalty. Mbappe stepped up once more, stepped the goalkeeper the wrong way, and completed his stunning hat-trick. The dream was slipping away. And then came the moment of salvation. In the dying seconds, Randall Kolo Muani found himself one-on-one with Emiliano Martinez. The entire world froze, but somehow, Emi Martinez saved it. A save for the ages, one of the greatest the World Cup has ever witnessed. A save that rewrote history. That was it. 120 minutes of battle, and still nothing separated them. Everything would now be decided from the penalty spot. No more tactics, no more systems, just courage. Mbappe stepped up first and scored. Messi followed calm as ever, sending Lloris the wrong way. France blinked, Coman missed, Tchouaméni missed. Montiel stepped up for Argentina's final kick. One strike, one goal, and 36 years of waiting ended in an explosion of tears, screams, and history. Argentina, champions of the world. Lionel Messi fell to his knees. His teammates surrounded him. He had done it. Messi climbed the podium, touched the trophy, and finally lifted it high under the lights of Lusail. The stadium roared. Millions cried. Generations of Argentines who had waited since Maradona now had their king. In the twilight of his career, Lionel Messi danced one last time, and the world will remember forever.